Hey everybody, welcome to My Emotional Support Besties. I'm here with my emotional support bestie, Reed.
And I'm here with my emotional support bestie, Tori.
And that's us. We're your emotional support besties now.
Whether you like it or not, you're stuck with us.
Sorry, buckle up for the ride. I think it's going to be a good one though.
I do too. I think that this is just, the universe has had this in its cards for a while. And now, you know what? We answered the phone.
We did. We said,
Okay.
so
We said, hello.
we're leaning in.
We said,
Mhm.
the queen is here.
But instead it was, the besties are here.
The besties are here.
They have arrived.
And you know what? We're here. So
And we've been here
for a long time.
over 23 years.
Wow.
And those 23 years have led us here.
To the couch in my basement.
Correct.
That-
Where you are my landlord
Where I
and your
am.
home.
Yes. That's very true.
Yep.
Should we give the people a little background?
Yeah, I think they're asking for it. I mean, we go back to September of 2003, which is crazy.
Were we really having field trips in September?
Well, we just were like in class.
We were
and
in
met
class.
in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
September of 2003, not 2023. We were not in fourth grade in 2023.
Actually, I'm a fifth grader right now.
I mean, you couldn't pay me to be a fifth grader right now. But so we met little children. Reed was still in toddler size clothing when I met her.
Correct.
We were in very different stages of our puberty journey. Your girl was already buying bras. She wasn't wearing a bra on her turtleneck shirt in her fourth grade picture, but it's okay.
You
Tori
looked
caught
cool.
on quick. That's right. And then we saw ourselves through elementary school, field trips
Field trips.
to the Oregon Gardens.
Yeah, so the thing is, Tori and I sat next to each other on the bus to the Oregon
Yeah,
Gardens.
also, shout out to my dad and your mom.
They-
They were like, you guys just need to sit together. You guys sit back there. I think we were driving them crazy.
Yep.
And what blossomed was even deeper friendship because we were already friends through volleyball.
Oh,
Rec
go
league.
Garbarinos.
Yep, that's right. We were literally garbage cans.
We were garbage cans.
So that's a good start. It's always a good start to a friendship,
Yeah.
to be garbage.
And teammates.
Correct. Garbage teammates.
Garbage.
It's a really
yeah,
good
yeah,
start. Then middle school. Somehow we made it out alive at that one.
Somehow that was turmoil.
Correct.
That was
correct. We learned a
crazy.
lot about ourselves in those years.
We really did.
High school and then college, different states.
We had to leave each other.
Yep.
But
We lived some, we laughed some, we loved some.
we came back home.
We came back home and I wouldn't say reunited because we were still friends.
We were
through all of that,
talking the entire time.
all the time. Our constant stream of consciousness
Mm-hmm.
did not waver. And then we ended up back here. And
And
now I live in your basement.
now you live in my basement and I am your landlord.
Correct.
And you know what? It's my life's dream fulfilled.
Yeah. I think this is everything and more that we could have wanted.
If we were our 11-year-old selves sitting right here on this couch recording this podcast recording this podcast, I don't think there could have been anything more that we could have ever dreamed of or wanted, because you
I
know
know.
what, we were doing this since day one. We were playing magazine,
Playing magazine editor. We also were playing mermaid.
mermaid
Cowgirls.
cowgirls, yeah.
But the imagination was alive. Podcasting wasn't a thing really yet.
No, but
But here we are.
I would have
A new
definitely wanted
medium.
to speak into a microphone, let me tell you that.
Yeah, we were finding ways to do that already anyways. But anyways, so we found ourselves here. Enter our boy John,
Yeah.
your
He-
husband.
He's my husband, but he's really kind of our husband.
Yep.
Entirely platonically.
Correct.
Well, not for me, but
Correct. And I'm really glad to hear
but,
it.
but like, a lot of people they be speculating
Yeah.
they're throuple, and unfortunately
Here to break the news.
I do have to break the news that we are not, will never be, but we are platonic soulmates. So
Yep. I think John knew.
he, well,
Either get on board or get out, and thank God he got on board.
Yeah, because I couldn't have married him if he didn't get on that board.
That's right.
Another layer of this is our parents are best friends too.
Yep.
Not only are we
Shout out Sandy and Mike, Denise and George. Those little angels. They've had our backs from the beginning, from day one. Shared brain cell.
Yeah, we have a shared brain cell.
Just one. Just that. We have a lot of things we can talk about. We're also going to have to pace ourselves on the stories, because as I was prepping for today, I thought of at least 15 stories. They do not blend together. So don't worry. We've locked those down. They'll be sprinkled in. Don't you worry.
The other thing that you're going to get to know about us is Tori. She literally remembers everything.
Yep. You don't want me to know it? Make sure I don't know about it.
She knows.
I'll remember it.
She knows everything about my life. She knows everything about everybody's lives. She'll remember it. And the thing about me is I won't remember much.
But I think that's how we balance each other. Because honestly, sometimes I get to tell the same story 5 times because you won't remember it.
And I love it. And I'll love it every single time. It
That's
just keeps getting better.
That is dang straight.
That's the initial background of us. So, we're going back nearly 25 years.
Yep.
We've got a lot of stories, like Tori said. And the thing about us is we're just going to riff. We're going to have some collaborative communication. And when people are like, hey, what's this podcast about? You know what? It's about a good time.
It's about us.
It's about us. And it's about you, because we created this podcast as an outlet for joy, for fun. But we also just send each other a stream of consciousness at all times. We always have a text going. I'm a horrible texter, but you know where I'm not a horrible texter? I'm texting Tori. I'm texting her, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm texting her that.
Oh, just stubbed my toe and screamed for 2 minutes
Yeah.
Someone has to know about it.
Yeah. I'm so mad right now.
I can't keep my thoughts to myself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we want you to join in on this. We want your stream of consciousness.
Yep.
And we also want to get ours out into the ether, because apparently we got a lot on our mind. So we have our shared notes, and then we have our own personal notes. We've been keeping things. Oh my God. I need to start with a good thing though.
Okay.
I just need to start with something where I've got some questions and I need some answers. And I'm hoping that, one, you can share some answers with me, but I'm also hoping that some people can weigh in, because I had this thought and I was like, wow, I really don't know the answer to this. What's your toenail clipping schedule like?
It's a really good question. I'd say every few weeks I just acknowledge that I have toenails.
Is it because they're long?
Yes.
Or is it because you just know you need to do it?
Because they're long. It's more of a they make themselves known to me every few weeks.
Thank you. That's okay. So I'm at the gym tonight, and
oh no,
look, is it weird? No, it's weird. I'm usually the only person at the gym that takes my shoes off to work out. Usually my shoes are next to me as.
But you have socks on, right?
I have socks on, yes.
Okay, that's a better way to lift. Flat-footed.
Well, I'm not usually lifting. I'm usually just hopping around.
Hey, if you got yourself to the gym, love it.
Anyways, I look down and I can tell my big toe is stretching to get out of those socks. It's pushing to get out of those socks, and it's because I need to clip them. It's clipping time.
It said I no longer can be held captive in these Le Bon shop socks.
Yeah,
get me out.
It's clip me now or forever sacrifice your socks.
Yep.
And yeah, it just made me think wow, I really don't think about clipping my toenails until I gotta clip my toenails.
Yeah.
And I want to know if other people are just
same.
Okay, every 2 weeks, gotta clip the toenails. Is it 2 weeks? I don't know. I'm not doing it every 2 weeks. I know that's for sure.
I mean, I'll fully admit, up until recently, I was apparently using my shower towels longer than I should be. Some people are washing them every 3 days.
They wash? I mean, I'm not using the same one.
I'm using the same one.
Oh, Okay. I mean,
But there's also like only
you know
me
what
in
that sounds
shower.
like? That sounds like sustainability, if you ask me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I have not thought about my toenails.
Yeah.
I do still have remnants of a pedicure from like July of 2024 on my toenails.
Yeah, I've never been one to be like, I got to keep up on my toe game. I don't think I would be able to make money off of my feet, so what's the point?
You know, want to know something really interesting about my nails?
Tell me.
When I was a kid, and I still haven't gotten to the bottom of this because I think I was too young. I think it's because I was a thumb sucker.
Wait. I've known you 23 years. I didn't know you were a thumb sucker.
Yeah, and that's on anxiety because when we moved up here when I was 8, just flat out stop cold turkey.
Oh.
So mental health. You
Okay.
know, sometimes it means literally moving states and it'll solve everything.
Wow.
It didn't. But I used to just thumbnail fall off. Bye.
I'm sorry. Your thumbnails would just fall off?
Correct.
This was during your thumb sucking era?
Yeah. So the only thing I
Okay.
can think is that it was that, but just wait. Sandra's going to call me after she listens to this and be like, that never happened.
You are having phantom memories of or your thumbnails falling off.
Maybe. You know?
Oh my God.
Possible.
Wow.
Weirders happen.
I'm just kind of shocked that I didn't know that you were a thumb sucker. I was a
Yep.
big binky girl. I was a big binky girl up until, I don't know, I was like 3 or something. Okay, this
I
is
thought you were going to say up until 13.
up until like 30. No, I don't actually know if you know this story, but big binky girl, and then my parents they're fed up. They were done with the binkies. And they're like, okay, this Christmas, we got to wrap the binkies up and we're going to give them to Santa.
Oh, that's sweet.
Santa's going to take them and give them to some kids who need these binkies. And I'm like, no, but okay. So I wrap up the binkies, put them under the tree. Sad. We go through it. There's a lot of emotions. Go to bed. Wake up in the morning.
Feeling like,
Barney.
Scratch it.
Barney.
I'm so sorry.
R.I.P. Such a great dog.
Love you, Barney.
My childhood dog, Barney, went and ripped open where we
He said, bitch, I've been waiting for this day.
Yeah, opened them up. And what do? My binkies! Put it right back in. My parents were like, damn it.
Oh, they probably were screaming inside.
Like, we went through the emotional exhaustion of getting her to separate from the binkies. But you know what? Barney had my back. He got my binkies back for me.
And that is just one pure example of how lovely he was as an animal.
God, he was a great dog.
Dogs, we don't deserve him.
No, I love that. I love that little boy.
Speaking of animals, I've had a question on my mind. And I'm so curious what your thought is going to be on this. If we had to pick an animal to be the rudest, what would it be?
The rudest?
Yeah, not just like strongest, kills the most. Just like purely like asshole. If they could talk, if they were interacting with us, rude.
Do you already have one in mind?
Yeah, I can tell you mine.
I need to know.
I've thought about this. Squirrels.
Really?
I think they're little assholes.
I think they're devious.
Yeah, I think they're just skittering around in our yards. I think they're having judgmental as hell thoughts about us on a daily basis. And I think that if they could speak our language, they'd be sharing it proudly.
Really?
Yeah, there's something about them.
I mean,
you look at one. I've had ones like lunge at me.
Oh yeah, and you know what I really hate is when they do that.
Yeah, I think it's them calling us every naughty word in the book.
Yeah, they're like, okay, if we were recording this and translating, beep beep beep.
Exactly correct. And it's probably in a superior language above English. They're sophisticated and they're assholes.
And they're just like hiding.
I think they're speaking in French.
They're hiding their nuts everywhere.
Exactly. Correct.
They're hiding their nuts.
And you know what I'm not down with? Someone who's obsessed with nuts. So that's my answer. I'm curious what yours might be.
First thing
off the dome.
The first thing that came to my mind were ostriches. Like very different, I feel like. But like they're just like, I don't know, don't they like swing their necks at people and like I always see that girl on Instagram who comes up who has that
yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And she just like yell at him every day.
Yeah, and it's like mean.
Yeah, it's like darting at her. Again, darting. Squirrels, ostriches.
Basically the same thing. Okay, so I know what I need to talk to you about.
Okay.
Okay, so I was thinking so I'm doing this like workout thing right now, you know. These girls that I'm paying and I got their videos and it's like I can link it if y'all want. Shout out to them girls. I don't know their names.
Shout out to them pairs.
I don't know their names, but there's these girls and it's like on this app.
Wait,
and they show you.
You don't know their names and you've been spending this much intimate time with them for weeks. You sound like a man.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I like came across them on Instagram. I don't really remember how. And I just like bought this thing and now I do it. But it's like workouts and they show you like what to do in the app. So every workout, like there's a video, it tells you what to do. These girls have me in some very compromised positions.
I mean,
I was literally laying stomach down on a bench.
Yep.
Legs hanging over, doing frog butt lifts or whatever. And I'm like, girls, why are you putting me in these positions?
Frankly, and I ain't doing that. You sent me a video earlier of the Jonas Brothers showing up to a Camp Rock trivia. And what I really need to know, and I didn't dive into the comments, is like, did they win? Because most of me believes that I could school them in that, which is like kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel like they probably have zero memory of it because they were just out being...
Are they still on tour? Because I feel like they're really...
Are they on the tour that never ends?
They're out in these streets. I keep seeing video footage of them and things. They're back together again all the time, which like I don't think they spend a lot of time in their free time together unless they're like doing something. My Jonas Brothers obsession. Because I feel like it's notable.
Sorry. It's not because of what you're saying. It's totally
fine. I had floor to ceiling. I also had 20 feet vaulted ceilings. Remember Tiger Beat?
Oh God, I loved Tiger Beat and
Pretty
J14.
much almost exclusively Tiger Beat and J14 posters. Which, here's the thing. Somehow, I ended up subscribed to Cosmopolitan magazine. Didn't even know they were still doing print media in Cosmopolitan form.
Currently.
I didn't sign up for that.
Did it come to the house?
It came to the house.
I feel like I saw
John the mailman. He brought it down.
Yeah, I saw this recently. I was like, who's getting Cosmo?
Yeah, I didn't.
What if it was John's?
Maybe you put it under my name.
Yeah.
He's trying to learn some tips. But I'm like, they should put... I don't know. I don't want to know what the posters would be of. But...
They don't put posters in Cosmo.
They should put posters in
They should. I miss the posters. That makes me think of my cubby. And you know who I was...
Yep.
You know who... Okay, so when I was little, and we moved into my parents' current home, there's like a little cubby under the stairs. And I claimed
hidey hole.
I claimed it. It was mine. I basically lived in there. I was like Harry Potter. I had a little portable DVD player. I watched the My Scene movies all the time inside my cubby. And I also put posters up. It started innocent with kitties and puppies. Then I got subscribed to J14 and Tiger Beat, and
she busted out of those 6T clothes, and she said,
and I blossomed,
gentlemen,
and I said, hello, Cody Lindley, aka Jake Ryan from Hannah Montana. I was in love with him, and so I hung his posters everywhere in that cubby. And you know what? They are still hung up, but none of my stuff is in there. It's all my parents' Christmas supplies with Cody Lindley wrapped around.
As it should be.
Just eyeing Santa Claus.
Yep. That's exactly correct. He's the guardian.
Yeah.
Of Christmas.
What happened to him? Where is he? Where's Cody Lindley?
Maybe he's the ghost of Christmas past.
Oh. He was a star.
A star.
He was a star. Remember Hoot? He was in Hoot.
Carl Hyacin. Great book.
Great book. And you know what? A great lesson.
I can picture the cover. All blue. Wide eyes and that real orange little beak.
Great lesson. You know.
I can't remember at all what it was about. I just remember
so
that
it was
I
about
loved it.
some endangered owls that were on some property that
In Florida?
Yeah.
Swamps. I remember there were some swamps.
Wait, yeah, I think there was also one about another kind of endangered animal, and it was different. Like
It'd be really funny.
it was called like swamp or swoop.
I think I know. Hey, welcome to the swoop.
It was like okay, that one's hoot. The other one was like shoot. I don't know.
It was another Carl book, right?
Yeah. No, it was like in a series
But also,
of
like,
endangered
should they
animals.
remake that movie? But like Lana Del Rey and her husband are like in the swamp.
I mean, you could. Oh, I'm so sorry. There was hoot.
Of course.
Then there was scat.
Ooh,
Cat.
what was that
There's a
about?
cat. It's a cat.
A cat and its scat.
And then flush.
Oh my god, I forgot about Flush. It came in like a boxed set. I remember.
Oh my god, yeah, there's the box.
I got it
set.
at the Scholastic Book Fair. I remember.
Oh god.
I don't think I felt true joy since I last stepped into a Scholastic Book
If
Fair.
I could just go into a Scholastic Book Fair and go like this. Oh my god.
Again, posters,
The dopamine.
erasers, pencils, sunglasses. I think I
Oh,
got some weird
I'm
sunglasses
sorry.
there
All I
once.
wanted was books. And
Well, that's what I really wanted.
and
But like,
books.
someone was a genius because I always ended up picking up one of those things too.
When you think about it though,
A scam.
it's pretty insidious to be like,
Hey, parents, send your kids
Watch
to
this.
school
Ready?
with money.
hey kids, we're going to have a time to go shopping and everything's going to look really nice and you're going to want it all. Let your parents know. Scholastic Book Fair.
Okay, did we bring money and buy on site? Or
Yes.
did you have to order after?
We brought
You could do both,
money.
right?
I mean, I think you could order after, but we full on. I remember being like, Mom. My mom gave me $14 and I
Yep.
had to spend it wisely at the Scholastic Book Fair. But like,
And the iconic Mrs. Lane. I remember them being like, all right, kids, it's library time. And like, we knew it was Scholastic Book Fair because you could like smell it through the halls.
oh, I loved it.
And I think that's why I like get a little turned on when I go into a bookstore now. It just like,
You know what you have to do at a bookstore?
Woo!
What do you
What?
always have to do at a bookstore?
Poop.
100%.
There's a term for it. A woman in Japan actually coined it, like researched it. I don't remember what it's called though. But yeah.
What? Like,
You ever been to a Barnes & Noble bathroom that didn't smell like shit? Nope. I'm telling you. I think that they should have poopery in the stalls.
yeah, they're just like, hey, we know we exist for a purpose. We exist for a reason. Come and take a shit. Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
Buy a book, take a shit.
But you know what's interesting is it's mostly just Barnes & Noble because when I go to like our local bookstores,
No bathroom.
no bathroom, and then I don't have to.
There's something about the chemistry and the smells, and especially when it's a Barnes & Noble that has like a Starbucks or something, and so you get that like stale coffee smell.
I think maybe it's that combo.
Yeah.
It's almost like an enema. Reed and I were in the same class, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade.
That's correct.
6th grade, we somehow, oh God, we're such brown nosers. And teachers' pets.
What'd we do?
Because our teacher loved us so much that we were the only kids that definitely were constantly talking to each other.
Of course.
Never once were told we had to move.
No.
You know those things that are like, hey, kids that always got on their report card, like, talks too much. How does it feel to be an adult with ADHD? Like, I resonate with that, but also at the same time, there's things that are like, always had to sit in the hallway, always in trouble. We knew how to take that neurodivergency and say, oh, we're going to get you in our corner.
And I just remember we did get moved, but we got moved to the kids who didn't talk so that we could get them out of their shells. We were like the welcome committee. And
yes.
Yeah, I liked that.
That's one of the best compliments you've ever given me also as an adult. You were like, yeah, if I ever bring a new person into an environment, I think particularly this was around when you started dating John. You're like, I tell them, see this girl? And you show them a picture. Hey, this is Tori.
Yeah, I say
You're panicking? Just go talk to her.
I say go find Tori. Tori is very easy to talk to.
I'm like, sup?
Because
Tell me, what do you think is the rudest animal if you had to pick one? I can pull that stuff out of my butt.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's because you're my emotional support bestie. So like, if somebody's going through it and they're feeling uncomfortable in a social situation,
Mm-hmm.
boom, here's an emotional
Chakalaka.
support bestie.
Correct. Sitting on the edge of our seats.
Okay, so what I wanted to talk about is the fact that my underwear keeps going missing.
Corduroy.
The dogs. Somewhere where I had to humble myself was when we got corduroy. My mom said, "Be careful for your underwear." And I said, "Why would I need to be careful for my underwear?" And my mom said, "The dog will eat your underwear. If they can find it, they will eat it." And I was like, when would my dog ever be able to get my underwear, and why would they ever eat it? And you know what? I think I've lost 20 pairs.
That's an expensive treat. Mud Bay who?
Yeah, no, he's just like, where's my
Munching on
mother's
this cotton.
underwears?
Sorry, Skims. But also, not a wide enough gusset. Also another topic to discuss.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. No, but the gusset is the part that goes in between your legs and it covers your area. And why do they make underwear, aka Skims, where it is this wide?
Yep.
That wide. Like,
Who's
I don't
rocking that? And I'm concerned if they are.
Whose body is that close together? Like, that would mean like your hips are so close together. It doesn't make any sense, and it makes me angry. That's something that makes me mad.
I'm also not going to wear my underwear so tight that it wouldn't roll when it's that small.
Come on, let's make them bigger rather than smaller. Let's make it.
Maybe that's our first merch drop.
Oh, yes.
Emotional Support Besties. Wide gusset underwear.
XL gusset underwear.
Unisex.
Yeah, anybody can wear that.
Anyone.
So I'm trying this new thing where when I have a dream, I'm
Are you video? Are you your voice recording?
Well, it's not voice record. It's the other thing. It's
voice to text.
Yeah. Okay. So I got to tell you what this one is. If I may have a moment for a monologue.
I can't wait.
Okay. So let's see how it turned out, because I didn't read it after I voice monologued it.
Okay.
All right. I just had a dream where I was at a workout class with my sister, and it was called 75 Hard. And it was a 75-minute workout, and we got there, and we were in the back, and what? Then a tractor was like, okay, actually something else. What? I was like, it was the day after the inauguration. Ooh, tough day.
Woof.
Tough day. Suddenly, supposedly. And so my sister was in it. And we were like, this is great. We're going to work out our emotions.
Yeah. Wait, she was in the tractor?
No, I think that was like a mess up.
Okay.
In the voice
Lovely.
to text.
Love it.
But my sister was with me at this this dream class called 75 Hard.
I think it's a real thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know there's the 75 Hard challenge. I didn't know if it was a class or not.
Oh, a physical class? That I can't be certain of.
This was a workout class called 75. 75.
Welcome to 75 Hard.
Welcome to 75 Hard. We're going to spend 75 minutes working out real hard. Ha-ha, kids.
Oh, God.
Okay. Anyways, we'll get to see who all the mega people.
MAGA.
MAGA, not mega. So Ken and I
wish
were
it was mega.
Oh, we were saying, okay, it's post inauguration, and this is going to be great because we're going to get to figure out who all the MAGA people are that typically come to this class. Apparently, we are regulars to this class, and so we would get to see, because there were people hung over from drinking and celebrating the night before. So we get to class, and we're in the back
or commiserating,
and Kenna is my sister. Kenna's like, wow, this is crazy. I don't know why that element is in this dream. But then I grabbed our weights, and the instructor's like, okay, we're going to do around the worlds. And so Kenna is the one who has to demonstrate it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God, I forgot about this. And she holds the weight up, and she's going like this, holding it around the world. And she's really, really smiley, just like being the one demonstrating it for the class.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
And I said, wow, she's got some moves. And everyone starts laughing. And then they say, she's doing it completely wrong. And the instructor...
But she's got the enthusiasm.
Yeah, but then the instructor corrects her. Ken is so upset. And she's shaking in front of them.
Straight up in those boots.
So we get 2 weights, and it was a very interesting workout. Then we're like, okay, cool. We're shaking these weights.
I know why you had this dream.
Because we talked about shake weights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tori was joking that what if I went to the gym and just exclusively used shake weights?
Yeah, like didn't use any of the equipment. We're simply walking in circles with your own shake weight.
I'm just gonna go like on Buy Nothing and be like asking for shake weight.
Yep.
Multiple if you have them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're shaking these weights. We're giggling. And along the left side of us, there's just these really tall, like, treadmills and ellipticals and Stairmasters. And a woman, she just falls off of it.
Oh, Lord.
She's, like, next to us. And she falls and lands on the ground. And she, like, Kenna and I are trying not to laugh because this woman fell all the way off of a Stairmaster.
Jesus.
And I was like, trying to hold in my laugh. And the woman acted like nothing happened. And Kenna goes, "Are you okay? Can we get some help?"
Here, hold on to my shake weight.
She doesn't say a word. She just gets back on the elliptical. And the guy next to her is like her husband or boyfriend or something. And he's just like, "Okay, what happened?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I just fell." And then ignores it and just keeps doing the workout. And it was just so realistic.
Wow.
And I know I was giggling in my dream. I know I was like, what just happened? Like, this woman full on fell off the Stairmaster right in front of us and acted like nothing happened. And it was the most vivid dream. But also sounds like something that would happen in my real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about these mics just make me want to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Oh.
Well, that feels like a perfect place of any
To say
dang flabbit Jackson. We're out of time.
Jackson Rod Stewart.
That's right.
It's time we were trying to wrap up, but like we need to talk about 50 Shades of Grey. Just let me back up for a second. Tori and I, we watched 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of... What's the...
50 Shades Darker?
50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades of...
My asshole. I don't know.
50 Shades of... I don't like these movies.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You had watched them before or no?
Yes.
Okay, so Tori had seen them before. I had not seen them. And we were like, you know what? Let's watch 50 Shades of Grey. So we watched the first one, and dear God, I didn't know the plot. I knew that there was some kinky shit that was gonna happen in it. I knew that. That's what I knew. And when I tell you I was flabbergasted, I was absolutely flabbergasted by the story, the plot, the oh God, just everything about it.
Yeah, the O's.
That man was a predator. That man should have been locked up in jail. That man never should have been idolized, and that man needed severe
psychiatric help.
Why were there 3 movies? It should have ended after half of one.
Disgusting.
Half. Terrifying.
Also, I think it was like a Twilight fanfic thing, which, like, what a twisted way to take that.
I'm sorry. I also watched Twilight for the very first time about a year ago. Also a crazy, messed up story.
But the biggest crime to me, and I'll stand by this, you stick around to watch that epilogue in the very last movie.
Oh.
Well, okay, there's 2 parts.
The side bangs.
1, Dakota Johnson must always have straight across bangs. 2, these people are billionaires, and their child
was wearing
Bermuda
shorts. I'm sorry.
And this was filmed in like 2018.
You don't do Bermuda shorts, guys. They never were meant to be a thing. They're never
They should have
supposed to be a
stayed
thing.
in the past. It made me think they went to like Plato's closet and were like,
which nothing's wrong with Plato's
no,
closet.
I like consignment clothes, but I feel as though they were like digging to the bottom of the bin and were like, not good enough.
I'm pretty sure those shorts were from Limited Too.
Yes.
They repurposed them.
I probably donated them.
And you know what? They deserve to stay in a bin. Not on a billionaire's child. I'm just going to circle back, though, real quick on why I brought up the 50 Shades of Grey. Because here's the thing. We watched this and, shocking revelations. It was crazy. It was wild. So many pop culture moments. So many things we were questioning. And also, there's just so many movies and actors and artists, creatives, whose work that we would like to consume in community.
Yes.
And so, something that we plan on doing together is like we want to do some deep dives.
Yep.
Hyperfixate, if you will, on some of our old movies and shows.
Yeah.
That we liked or have not seen. And people can join along. Join us if you want.
On our hyperfixation.
Yeah, join us on our hyperfixations.
I think it'll be really fun.
And we'll get to go back.
A little bit of joy.
Have some of those fever dream of a movie pop back up. Like, to me, 50 Shades of Grey was a fever dream. This is the best podcast you've ever listened to.
That's a really good point. But we're ripping off the Band-Aid and we're jumping in with 2 feet.
Yeah, you know what the thing is?
It's fun.
We were going to have this conversation whether the camera and microphones were here or not.
Correct. We did spend an hour down here eating some pho and cuddling the dogs and talking. So something to know about us, we're really bad at transitions. So okay, but before we leave, I need you to tell the story about John.
Okay.
This will be a really good bedtime story.
We'll leave you on this because after this we're wrapping up.
We're doing it.
We're going to bed. We are going to make the transition, but before we do that, not too long ago, probably a couple months ago.
It was the week before the election because...
Yes, because of what you thought. Okay, so this is... put yourself in the time frame of the week before the election. Oh, wow, that was a while ago. Yep. Now that I think about
Last time we had hope.
Oh. Well, we were going to bed, and John and I,
we do all sleep in a bed together, but we're not a throuple. I'm just kidding.
Lord have mercy. No, so John and I were going to bed and we tuck ourselves into bed. I'm actually scrolling. John's falling asleep.
He falls asleep so fast.
He falls asleep so fast. We hear a noise and I'm like, what was that? And John's like, it's nothing. Go back to sleep. And I'm like, well, I wasn't asleep. I was just scrolling, but okay. He falls back asleep. I'm kind of on edge. Like, I'm feeling a little, spooked, Like, I heard noises. Well, 10 minutes later, I'm scrolling, and out of nowhere, our bedroom door just opens all the way, and John springs up and goes, Reed, who is that? And I'm laying like this. I'm trying to get the flashlight on my phone to turn over and look. But I'm like, I don't know. Who is it? And so I'm thinking there's a person there because he said, Reed, who is that? And I'm like, why would I know? If somebody broke into our home, why would I know who it is?
Like, because it's the whole thing is his brain was telling him that you set something up.
I don't even know.
Or you invited someone in our home and I'm sleeping.
Yeah, Reed, is that the Amazon guy? Is that
Yeah, I told him the delivery instructions were to enter the code into the side door, come on up to this far bedroom, open the door very slowly, and drop my dry shampoo that I just ordered this morning on top of our bed.
Yeah. This is my DoorDash order. It's my Instacart.
Correct.
What? Reed, who is that? And so I'm like, I got my flashlight. Nobody's there. Not a single person is there. Of course.
Wasn't latched.
Of course. It wasn't latched. So it just all on its own. The air pressure, whatever, it made it just open up. And I should have known that it wasn't anything scary because the dogs didn't bark. And if there was something scary, the dogs.
But if someone shouted, who is that in the dark, I'm going to lose my shit.
Reed, who is that? And I'm like, oh, am I supposed to know?
You are the knower.
Because then I was thinking about all those night terrors I have where there's like a lady floating in a white nightgown being spooky. And I'm like, he's asking me who she is.
Yeah, you're like, you see her too?
I'm like, uh-oh, she's here.
Yep. She said, hey.
But then what Tori
Yeah, then we were joking because it was the week before the election. And Kamala's team was getting aggressive. And I was getting texts like literally all hours of the day, literally in all caps, like yelling at me because they're like, we've asked you 9 times to send us a donation. I fall for it every time, kept giving like $5, whatever, right? I'm like, straight up, they got to a desperation level to ensure you were voting.
Yeah.
That they slowly and ominously opened your door. Kamala Harris is there. Hi, it's me, Kamala Harris. Please make sure to give to my campaign. We have 5 more days.
Yeah. He's like, Reed, who is that? And she's like, it's me, Kamala.
And then she does her cute little laugh.
Yeah.
But then we also were joking that it was me.
Yeah.
Coming to tuck him in, give a little kiss on the forehead.
Reed, who is that? It's Tori, of course.
She does this every night. You're just asleep every time.
Always asleep. Oh my God, that'd be so funny.
But like I just sit there and we scroll TikTok together and just are giggling every night. He doesn't catch on.
Oh my God. But yeah, you guys made it. You made it to the end of our first episode.
You did it. Thanks for hanging in there.
Please stay along for the ride because we're gonna have some fun.
We have some great manifestations we've been putting out into the ether.
Yeah, and
if those come true, which they will, it's gonna be really a good time.
We're gonna have such a blast together. You guys are now, whether you like it or not, you guys are now our besties. You now get to hear our stream of consciousness.
Yep.
And we're gonna have a blast. We hope that you follow along on our Instagram where we're gonna share more stuff there. We're gonna continue the conversations that we've had here. And, stay tuned next week.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, can you like and subscribe? Well, we could post this on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, if we figured out how to get this on YouTube, please like and subscribe.
A modern miracle.
And follow our what do you do on podcast? Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yes.
Wherever
you can find podcasts near you.
Give us a review.
Share it with some friends.
Give us a review, but only if it's positive. We don't want to hear negativity. This is a place of positivity.
On that note, it's me, and I'm saying good night.
It's me.
To all of our besties.
Night, besties. We hope that you have
love you.
A good night. Sweet dreams, sleep tight, and watch out for who is that in your bedroom. Okay,
night,
we'll catch you next week.
Love ya.
Signing off. Oh my God. I just